Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a mukbang, a pizza mukbang, and I'm going to be telling y'all what it's like growing up with strict parents. And I got a lot to tell y'all because I had a rough childhood. So let's get into it. Cue the intro. Here's my pizza. I know y'all looking like, where the pizza at? Well, I'm not the only person that eat in this house, so it's not like I could just bring the whole box up here. So it's my pizza, and I'm kind of a bird eater. Like, I cannot eat that much, especially if it got like bread and stuff in it. I really can't do it. Ooh. See, that's why I'm not allowed in my room. Oops. But y'all, today, I don't see how people do this. Today, I'm going to be telling y'all about what it was like for me growing up with strict parents. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to try to talk loud. But growing up, I was not allowed to do nothing. Like, literally nothing. Like, I was such a lame, like, but the thing is, when I was younger, like, I did everything, like, I had a normal childhood. But then my mama, she became a Christian, you know, when she got religious, and then she got married, and then, like, they just flipped the script on me, basically. So when I was growing up, I wanted a phone, because literally everybody had their phone. Like, if it was like 7th grade, 6th grade, people was getting phones and stuff. So I'm just like, okay, where mine at? Like, where's my phone? Y'all know I didn't get a phone until 9th grade. And it don't even stop there. Like, that's not even the worst part. The worst part, well, one of the worst parts is when I got the phone, my mom was trying to dictate, like, who I talked to on the phone, who I gave my number out to. Like, she would not let me get my number out to no boys. I couldn't text no boys. Like, none of the boys want to talk to me. I didn't have Instagram, none of that. So it was just like it was so lame. Like, I was like, what give? Mind you, y'all, I wasn't a bad child. I wasn't grown. I wasn't fast. Nothing like that. Like, I wasn't like a sneaky girl or nothing. It was just like, that's how they had me set up. So with all these phone rules, I couldn't be on my phone past 9 o'clock. And the part that blew me the most, like, I think this is the part that blew me the most, is I had parental controls on my phone. Like, literally. It wasn't like, you know, little baby middle school stuff, because I didn't have a phone in middle school. Like, all this started when I was in high school. So imagine you got your phone out in class, but you can't even text on it. Like, you can't even do nothing on it. You gotta get a password just so you can unlock Safari and look up something. Like, it was so embarrassing. Like, I didn't even want to tell my friends. Like, when I first got my phone, people didn't even know I had a phone. And I didn't want people to know because I couldn't do nothing on it. Like, it was a lockdown. Like, my mama had apps on it. And on top of that, she would take my phone for every 5 seconds. Everything I did, she would just take my phone. So, like, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't see how people do these little mukbangs, because not just be for the food and just talking away. But what I was gonna say, I couldn't do nothing on my phone, and she would go through my messages and she would be like, oh, what this mean? Like, if I used a certain like a certain phrase, like I couldn't say LMAO, nothing like that. Like, cause she be like, oh, what that stand for? oh, you cussing now, this, that, and the third. Like, my friends couldn't cuss. She would be like, oh, I seen what so-and-so sent you. I didn't know she'd be cussing like that. Like, she literally was going through all my messages. Like, I didn't have no privacy. It was to the point where I didn't even want to have friends at one point. Like, it was so bad. Like, when I got older, like when I got to 10th grade and stuff, in 11th grade, like, she did not let up. Like, I used to have to ask to download apps. Literally ask to download apps. Like, I wasn't allowed to do nothing. So I started getting a little sneaky. A little small story time for y'all. I started getting a little sneaky, learning how to do a little hacking, you know, figuring out how to, like, move the apps around so she couldn't really, so I could really just do whatever I wanted on my phone, basically. So what I would do is, like, I would go on Safari, and listen, y'all, strict parents make sneaky children. That's one thing you cannot lie about. Like, no, I didn't grow up to be no hoe or nothing like that, but I was sneaky. Like, and I'm smarter than a lot of people because of that. Like, I know how to sneak. But y'all, I would go on Safari, and I would go to the private tab, and I would get on Instagram, and I made me an account. So mind you, I was just on Instagram and stuff like that. And this is my 12th grade year now. This is my 12th grade year. I was on Instagram and stuff, like, I was sneaking, and I just cleared the tab, and, like, she wouldn't even see it. So, like, and it wouldn't, the app that she had on my phone couldn't really see it because it was on a private tab. So I had my little Instagram. I started talking to the boy from a different school in my city. Like, I really liked him. Y'all know I didn't really even know no better. I was really dumb because I was like, I was really falling for this boy through text message. Like, it was so sad. Like, now that I think about it, I was like, you really went for that?
But it was just like, yeah, I did, because I didn't know nothing else. Like,
it was nothing else for me to do. Like, I ain't even never texted the boy before. Like, none of that. And we had a little spam page together, me and the boy. It was basically like we went out, but it was just like we never see each other. Like, but we didn't go out. Like, I thought he was my boyfriend, but he really wasn't. So, well, I didn't think he was my boyfriend, but I was acting like he was, and I was too happy about that. Like, I was just sneaking around, you know, texting him. Mind y'all, we never got on FaceTime. I wasn't that bold. But I was texting him, and we had a little spam page or whatever. And, you know, when you post on the spam page, we kind of explicit content, you know. We talking about doing things and talking about stuff, you know, stuff I ain't even know nothing about because I wasn't doing nothing but staying in the house because I wasn't even allowed to go nowhere or do nothing or wear nothing. Like, the stuff that I wore to school was actually, like, baggy. Like, I couldn't wear weave, hair, nails, none of that. So, I don't know what this boy saw me. He obviously saw something. But he was playing me. But I'm going to get to that. So, one day, I was on Instagram, you know, sneaking. Like, hey, I have been doing this for a good month now. I was thinking, like, I'm not going to get caught. Like, I know what I'm doing. I got it down packed now. One day, I was on Instagram. But it was past 9 o'clock. It was past 9 o'clock. And my mama came upstairs. She busted my room, and she came to get my phone. Like, she just came to get my phone because that's what she do every night. But I was really supposed to go down and put it up. So she busted my room. Mind y'all, I'm shook up. Like, I'm shook up. I'm trying to close the tab. Like, I'm trying to X everything I was doing. Like, I couldn't even delete the messages because off the browser tab, I couldn't text him, so I had to text him off my actual phone. And it wasn't, I couldn't, you know, swipe over and delete the message fast enough. She took my phone. She was like, "What you doing?" Like every time she take my phone, she'll look at it. I was like, "Nothing." And she was like she squinted her eyes, and she was like, "What was you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." And she was like, "Why you got this privacy tab open?" And I was like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know I did it on accident. I'm trying to lie. Just lie. Just lie, because that's what I do.
Psych!
But that's what I did. But after that, she went through the spam. Like, she told me to give her a password to the spam. Like, I was bucking. Like, I was just trying to, like, say no. Like, I was so sad. Because I would never want to talk to that boy again. Like, she made me give her all the passwords and stuff. Like, they was acting like I done got pregnant or something. Like, they was acting like I did the worst thing in the world in the messages. Like, it wasn't that bad, y'all. I promise y'all, it was not that bad the way they made it seem. Like, I was out here sending news and stuff like that. Like, it was nothing of that nature. Like, every now and then I'll say something like explicit, but it won't be nothing too serious. But, y'all, she was acting like I did the worst thing in the world. And I ended up missing my senior trip. Like, I think they went to Six Flags or Universal Studios. I missed my senior trip. I almost missed my prom. But I couldn't even go all out for prom because it was like, they didn't even want me to go in the first place. So it was just like, I had to get what I had to get. So, I couldn't go to prom, and I had my phone taken for like the rest of the year. Like, I had my phone taken for the rest of the year. When I finally got it back, like, they were so strict with me. Like y'all would have thought I did the worst thing in the world. Like, it was so bad the way they was treating me. Like, I was so sad. Like, my senior year was my worst year. Mind y'all, I had never experienced no parties or nothing like that. Besides a dinner party, like, that's it. Like, and somebody's parent had to be there. Like, I couldn't go nowhere by myself. Somebody's parent had to be there. So, I missed my senior trip. I almost missed prom. And my mom would not let me get my hair done for my senior pictures. Like, I was on punishment. Like, I was on lockdown. Worse than what y'all thought I would have to be. But yeah, I couldn't see my friends after school. None of that. No dating. Couldn't do cheerleading. Like, I couldn't go to the fair like everybody else did every year. And that's part of the reason why I don't have no friends in my city. Because I wasn't allowed to go nowhere. But, what was I about to say? My mom would not let me get my hair done for prom. For senior pictures or my makeup. She did, but a Caucasian lady did my makeup. And it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't like so good, like, for senior pictures good. And I had my hair in a bun. Like, I had to do my own hair. Like, I was so disappointed. Looking back, like, I missed out on a lot of stuff, and some of that stuff wasn't even called for. Like, little stuff like when I was younger. Like, it was like, we celebrated Christmas all the way up until my mom got married. Like, we celebrated Christmas with gifts and stuff. Like, I would get presents and stuff. Stuff like that. And after my mom got married, she was like, "Oh, we're not going to celebrate Christmas with presents no more." I was like, huh? What? We're not going to do what? We're not going to do what? Y'all, I was so disappointed. Like, I was heartbroken. So, anyways, imagine being in like 6th grade, 7th grade, and everybody talking about what they got for Christmas. You know, everybody bragging, flexing their new stuff. And you not even getting that for Christmas. So you got to make up something and be like, "Oh, I got this for Christmas, but it's at home. I got that for Christmas, but it ain't came yet." Or something. I used to just make up stuff or just wear something that I never wore before and be like, "Oh, I got this for Christmas." Like, I used to save up stuff prior to Christmas and be like, "Oh, I got this for Christmas." Like, I used just to save stuff like that my mom got me, like, and be like, "I got it for Christmas." Like, that's how I had to do stuff. Like, that's how lame I was. Like, none of the boys really wanted to talk to me. Like, and if they did, it was just like I couldn't even talk to them because my mom wouldn't let me do nothing or, you know, go nowhere. So yeah, that's basically how it was like growing up with strict parents. They still strict, but I don't even be paying them no mind. No. Like, I just be doing what I want. Y'all, how y'all let me forget to tell y'all the plot twist? My mama always mess me up every time she come in my room complaining about something. But y'all, the plot twist is the boy that I was sneaking to be on the phone with, sneaking to text and stuff. He had a whole girlfriend. He had a whole girlfriend that he was on and off with. And I had no idea because he was hiding the stories from me. Like, he was hiding his story. I didn't even know you could do that on Instagram. But he was hiding his stories from me. And he had a whole girlfriend. But he was telling me how we was going to link that summer and all of that. And I'm steady feeding into it. Steady believing him. And he was a whole liar. And I was sneaking. So that just goes to show you don't even waste your time with these dudes because they're going to play with you. Even when you risking it all for them. Just subscribe. Comment down below if y'all parents were strict like this or was it just me. Like, I feel like it was just me because I don't know nobody else that had strict parents like me. My parents was like bad. But comment down below if y'all can relate to anything I said in this video so y'all can help me feel better about my childhood because I honestly think it sucked. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.